In a bombed out room in Belfast, a young boy is crying. He's alone and he don't understand how the teachings of one book, built on love and understanding, could cause the hurt and killing in his land. In an old part of Jerusalem, two children are playing. They run and laugh the way that it should be. But one will wear the star and one will wear the crescent. They'll grow up and change from friends to enemies, but we are one.
Welcome to another edition of the program Peace, Unity and Security Education, a program brought to you by the National Spiritual Assembly of the Baha'i Community in Nigeria in collaboration with the Foundation for Peace and Security Education, FOPSE. I am Eneo Kun, your anchor for tonight's edition. And our topic for tonight's edition will be the role of religion in curbing corruption, enhancing integrity, trustworthiness, and at the same time, promoting peace, unity, and security in the country. Our guest, as usual, is the retired Commissioner of Police, Barrister Lawrence Alobi, who is also the chairman of the National Spiritual Assembly of the Baha'i Community in Nigeria. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
As usual, we will start the program with a prayer.
Yeah, thank you. I want to read a prayer for protection. We Baha'i prayers are revealed prayers. This prayer is which I'm going to read, was revealed by Abdul Baha. Let us pray. O God, my God, shield thy trusted servants from the evils of self and passion. Protect them with the watchful eye of thy loving kindness from horror and hate and envy. Shelter them in the impenetrable stronghold of thy care, and save from the dark of darkness. Make them the manifestations of thy glorious signs. Illumine their faces with the effulgent rays shaped from this point of thy divine unity. Guard their hearts with the verse revealed in thy holy kingdom. Stand their loin by the ones who are power that command from the realm of glory. Thou art the all-bountiful, the protector, the almighty, the gracious.
Well, thank you for the prayer. Prayer is important, and prayer, of course, is the key for the existence of mankind. We will take a short break now. When we return, the program continues. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that break. For the benefit of those that are just joining us for the first time, the program is Peace, Unity and Security Education. The program is aimed at conscientizing the citizenry on the importance of working together towards promoting peace, unity, security for a better society devoid of hatred and conflict. Of course, drawing from the teachings and examples from the prophet founder of the Baha'i faith, Baha'u'llah. Interestingly, the Baha'i faith is a religion anchored on the principle of promoting global peace, unity, and oneness of religion, oneness of mankind. Let me start by asking, does religion have a role to play in curbing corruption, one of the diseases that is plaguing the country today?
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, corruption is one of the social malaise that has plagued this country, and is accountable to a lot of problems too. And see, religion is meant to spiritualize the thinking and actions of the people, to make people to think morally, to think good and behave in a godly manner, to behave to have a trustworthy character, to be able to know that life is a life of service, and you have to, that in this world, we are supposed to imbibe the teachings that have been brought to us by the manifestations of God. Baha'u'llah asserts that the purpose of God in creating man is for man to know God and attain His presence. And when you when you know God through the manifestations of God. Today, Baha'u'llah, the prophet of the Baha'i faith, is a mouthpiece of God on earth. He has brought teachings and principles that will enable man to know God. God has a plan, a divine plan for this world. Like even if a country can have a plan, A nation can have a plan, a family can have a plan. We have regional plan, global plan, national plan. God, the creator, the all-knowing God, has a plan for the world. That divine plan, he unfolds from time to time after 1,000 years and above. And today, that the Baha'i has brought those teachings that enable man to know how to live a trustworthy character, how to be able to lead, to be close to his God, how to do those things that are worthy in the sight of God. And when we imbibe these principles, include the oneness of God, that mankind is one, that we're from the same, all mankind were created by the same God, that religion came from the same source, and all religions are meant to draw man closer to God and to transform the character of man. So we have when those moral spiritual characters. That's why and Baha'i faith teaches us one thing that is unique, is that man has a dual character, a dual nature. The dual nature of man is that man is also a material being and a spiritual being. The material being in man is concerned with the material needs, the material wants, material desires, those things like the lower animal. We need to eat, to have shelter. We need to procreate. We procreate and so forth. Those, but again, apart from one divine gift that God has given to man, which doesn't exist in the lower animal, is a soul. There are those spiritual qualities, and then again, the understanding is what those spiritual qualities that which God has given to man, which other lower animal are not privileged to have, like knowing that that we need to serve our God, we need to obey our God, we need to live in peace and harmony with one another, and those qualities like love, compassion, justice, fairness, equity, and so forgiveness, those are attributes. Truthfulness, trustworthiness, trustworthy character. These are the attributes which the Baha'i faith emphasizes. That this is the purpose of religion, to transform our character, for us to think more, to have moral values and spiritual values. But when man now is concerned with this, his life is more spiritual and more than material, or maybe balances between the material and the spiritual, say that he lives a balanced life. But when man allows his material being, issue of material desires, like materialism, he begin to develop very animalistic instincts like greed, avarice. For instance, if you throw a bone to two dogs, however, whether they two dogs of the same mother, they will fight. So, but if you give a piece of meat to two children who have moral values, they will share it based on love. Or give a piece of meat to two individuals who have moral and spiritual values, they will share based on love, equity, and fairness. So, therefore, these teachings, the religious teachings, are meant to enable man to overcome those animalistic nature in him and manifest those spiritual nature in him, which is based on love, peace, unity, forgiveness, cooperation, not unnecessary competition. Cooperation based on love, based on unity. So these are the things which religion will have to inculcate in man. And Baha'i says that religion is the stronghold, the impregnable stronghold, the instrument that will promote the harmony, the peace and welfare of humanity. And religion is not supposed to bring about wars, bring about hatred, bring about conflict, bring about paternalism. Religion is meant to bring spiritual cooperation, because we're all fingers of one, like fingers of Baha'i, we're like fingers of one hand, leaves of one tree, fruits of one branch. Now we should collaborate and cooperate one another based on love, unity, and support each other, so make the world a better place for all of us. The world is the mankind. Baha'i says the world is one planet, and mankind are its citizens. So whatever affects me affects other members of the family. So we should work for the betterment of the community, betterment of the country, betterment of the world.
All right, okay. If I understand you properly, greed among mankind propel the spirit of corruption. Okay. Now, let me take you to the aspect of security, peace, and unity. Does religion have a central role to play in promoting peace, unity, and security?
Of course. You see, Baha'i says the well-being, the peace, and security of mankind is unattainable until unity is firmly established. First, one of the pivotal teaching of the Baha'i faith is the oneness of mankind. If all know that we're like fingers of one hand, look at the 5 fingers, they're not of equal size. They don't fight. Look at trees, the fruits in the leaves in the branch or fruits in the tree. They don't fight. When all the leaves in the tree, when the wind blows, they dance and romance each other. That mankind, unity is key and central. That unity will enable mankind. If there's unity amongst us, if not, then they say that mankind is one. That all we know, we realize that we're all from one God, one Creator, one Father, and all of us should work for the betterment of each other, for the betterment of the world. If we have this understanding that we're here to promote the betterment of the world and to render service, not to exploit people, not to cheat people, not to impoverish them. No, so now if we all know that the life is life of service, we're here to render service that will benefit mankind, that will bring about the betterment of the world. And we should realize that while on this mortal world, like in the child in the womb of developing the physical organs, the legs, the eyes, he never use them in the womb. Here, preparing to come to the physical world, this world which we can now walk, can now talk, can now eat. So, but in this world, the process of development is spiritual attainment. Then now wait, because the next, which is the next world, that is the eternal world. And that eternal world is not going to be, it doesn't require physical organs, it requires spiritual qualities. When they say man, God created man in image and likeness, image of God in likeness, the image of God in also those attributes of love, of mercy, of compassion, of justice, of equity, fairness, forgiveness. So when mankind imbibe this spiritual culture of service and spiritual qualities and moral qualities, so that they to promote peace. There will be no need for one to carry arms against anybody. That's why this program is being organized, because like the UNESCO Charter preamble says, as war begins in the minds of men, so the foundation of peace be laid in the minds of men. We want to create this consciousness in the minds of people. People to know that they have a role to play promoting peace and security. All of us have a role. Like even in section 24, the conscience says that every Nigerian citizen has constitutional duty to assist agency internal law and order. So we all have a role to play because it's our country. If the country is peaceful, we benefit. The country in crisis, we suffer. So when we imbibe these spiritual qualities, these spiritual teachings as revealed by Baha'u'llah, there's no need for us to fight. There's no need for religious antagonism. Baha'u'llah says we should consult with religious leaders, should consult together the spirit of love and unity. And when we consult the spirit of love and unity, know that all religions are from one God. They all they serve the same purpose to educate, to liberate the man from the bondage of materialism, to bring man closer to God. The man to know that life is life of service, and that we should manifest in our private and public life those virtues and attributes that will bring about world peace and world unity and bring about security.
All religions are anchored on the principle of promoting love, peace, and unity among mankind. But yet, religion has now become a source of conflict among nations. Where did we get it wrong?
Yeah, well, we got it wrong because I thought about when I tried to explain the dual nature of man. When man allows his material nature dominate his life, man, I see that today religion is even commercialized. People think more about how to break through prosperity. We're not concerned about the character, those attributes, those virtues, the image, how we are channel of God's grace to others. How we contribute to the betterment of the world. How we contribute towards community development. I bring about unity. When there's unity and love, we share. We have empathy. We have concern for others. We listen to others' problem. We want to see how to help solve. We are problem solvers. We don't create problem. And when we are opportunistic people, we are misguided. They see religion as an instrument of power or instrument of grabbing wealth and so forth. And then sometimes people begin to say miracle. So it is because people have deviated from those divine teachings that were originally given by the founders of the prophet founders of this religion. They have deviated. But now we introduce some dogmatism into it. Some people have now introduce some fetish things into religion, which is not supposed to be so. So religion, in its pure context, is to promote peace, love, understanding, unity, the well-being of mankind, betterment of the world, and then to get mankind closer to God and to prepare for the next world, which is the spiritual world. So because man now emphasizes more about money and power, how to get money. Baha'u'llah said no. What distinguished man meant to bring actually attain that exalted position where and nobility is excellent and trustworthy character. Religion has become instrument of war because they have deviated from the original teachings that were revealed by the founder of this religion. So Baha'u'llah has come to renew, to kind of reinvent, to remind us about what God wants us to do on this earth in this present generation to promote peace, war, unity, and harmony.
Okay. Well, this is quite revealing that mankind has deviated from the true teachings of religion, and that is why we have the problem of corruption, insecurity, and disunity today in the world. And until we go back to the true teachings of the religion to make the world a better place for all, we will remain in this problem. We'll take a break now, and when we return, the program continues. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that break. If you are just joining us, the program once again is Peace, Unity and Security Education, a program aimed at conscientizing Nigerians, the citizenry, to, work together towards enhancing peace, unity and security to make the country a better place for all. So let me ask you this. What specific examples can people learn from the prophet founders of a major religion in terms of promoting peace, unity, and security among mankind?
Even when Christ came, when somebody tried to remove a sword and chop the ear of somebody, said, "No, don't do that." That's why, bro, when Christ talked about forgiveness, it's because forgiveness promotes peace. When retaliation does not promote peace, it will lead to more problems. Christ talked about forgiveness, mercy, the beatitude. Blessed are the peacemakers, who shall be called children of God. Those are all teachings about. And Baha'u'llah says, not only who should be commended, who lost mankind. And the principal purpose of the Baha'i faith is to promote world peace and world unity. And this world peace and world unity can be achieved and enthroned in the world if we follow the teachings of Baha'u'llah. Know that we're all father children of one God. But there should no need for us to fight. There should eliminate all forms of strife and contention. And that we should see one another as one family, and that we should work for the betterment of the betterment of the world. That if we all imbibe, spiritualize our thinking and our thought, and our actions are directed towards rendering service for the betterment of the world, then in that case, and then self-love service, not service that based on greed, not service that based on avarice, but service that is based on how to contribute towards the happiness and peace and the good of all. Not so when this is done. So this is what the Bible is all about. All religions, their true nature promote peace, love, and understand love. Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, they all in its true context. But you see, sometimes some of the people now come to pollute to these new issues. One unique thing about the Baha'i faith has no clergy, no pastor. We don't have clergy, no pastor. What we have is institutions. The Universal House of Justice, the supreme body of the Baha'i faith, which is in Haifa in Israel. That's where, and then they also have that is at the global level, and you have the House of Justice made up of 9 members who are elected every 5 years by national assembly members of the country of the world, from all the countries of the world. 5 years. Then in each country you have national assembly members, like in Nigeria today we have Nigerian, when all the Baha'is will go and elect 9 members. The election is not based, no campaign, no lobbying, it is based on who can serve, who has the capacity, who can sincerely serve the community, sincerely serve for the good of the faith. That is how elections. No question of you going to campaign or that. No, nobody knows, and it's secret by ballot. So it is. These are the things that can bring about world peace. Look at today our elections. People are being killed. People are being maimed. There are crises and so forth. But Allah said no. If politicians are there to serve, why should we kill people? Why should we go to maim people? Because they're not there to serve. So Allah says, whatever our electoral process should be based on, should be spiritualized, based on those truthfulness and sincerity. That what you're going to do, sincerely vote the person you know has the passion to serve, the passion to contribute to the betterment of the world. So therefore, if these teachings are being applied in our public and private life, of course, they want to be a better place. So that's why Baha'is have introduced programs. There are programs that will empower us, moral empowerment, spiritual empowerment for children, for youth, for junior youth, for adults. This maintainable also where we learn the Baha'i spiritual concept. When we apply them in our life, but Abdul says this time of this, not what, and that we should bring ourselves to account each day. We have to reflect what I'm doing. Does it promote peace and unity and security of my community? How am I contributing to community development? How am I contributing to the betterment of the world? If we now reflect this and apply this principle in our daily life, we will all make this country a better place. So we enjoin all Nigerians to find out about the Baha'i faith. One of the principles of the Baha'i faith is that self-investigation on the truth. You have to investigate the truth. Don't just believe that, this one is bad or this one, but open your mind. And Bible says the heart is the throne of God. If your mind is full, if you allow God to come into your life, your thoughts are spiritualized thoughts that are based on truthfulness, based on justice, based on love and unity and peace. Your actions too, because a positive mind will bring about a positive thought, a positive action. And then when a positive action leads to a positive result, when we begin to think positive, look at these spiritual and moral values, we imbibe them, we apply them, you make the world a better place. There be no need for us to fight in the election. Don't need to fight whether ethnic bias or political bias or religious bias. We know that we are all in a country that God has given us. And the two things Bible says, there are two things that govern the world: reward and punishment. And when we know that for everything we do, there's a consequence. And why did God bless Abraham? Abraham obeyed God. Why did God punish Adam and disobey God? So we're here to obey the spiritual teachings of God as given to us by the messages of God. So because man has deviated from those teachings, that's why we have the calamity we're having today and tribulation we're having today. But when mankind did discover himself, reinvent himself, and take and imbibe teachings of Baha'u'llah, I think it will be a better place for all of us.
Okay, that reminds me of one of the principles of the Baha'i faith says there should be harmony between science and religion. Yeah. Does this have any bearing on ensuring peace
yes.
and security?
You see, but one of the principles of Baha'i faith is that science and religion must be in harmony. Science discovers the truth. Science will manufacture things, but those things will manufacture be for the good of mankind, not to come and destroy humanity. So whatever you're doing is aimed at serving the interests of the people, not selfish interests. There should be no less armament. Paul says that if at all, except there should be less armament. We should be concerned about the betterment of the well-being of the people, and that if at all one country, don't think that if one country now becomes a threat, a terror to other people of the world, the whole people of the world. That's why you come about the issue of the United Nations, that should all rise up and ensure that country is brought under control to ensure that they don't become a threat to the life of other people of the world. So science and religion must agree. Religion reveals the truth. Religion guides you on how to live the life, how to utilize those scientific developments, inventions for the good of man, not to destroy man. So the two must go together for the benefit of mankind.
All right, okay. For those that wants to get in touch with the Baha'i faith to find out more about the Baha'i faith, how can they reach the faith?
So if we go to the Baha'i house, it's at plot 94, 43 Crescent, 4th Avenue, Warimpa, opposite the Candlestick Foundation School. And the Foundation School. And you can also reach us to the website www.baha'i.org. And the phone number 090-6099-4122. But you can also, if you call us to at number 62 BRP Jan Studio on 3, you contact me if you get more information about the Baha'i faith. I want to welcome you to the Baha'i community, Baha'i family, and try to make effort to investigate about the teachings and principles of the Baha'i faith as revealed to us by Baha'u'llah. And if you do that, I think you'll be glad you did.
Before we go, let's close with a word of prayer from our guests.
Let us pray. O God, refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify my heart, illumine my powers. I lay all my affairs in thy hand. Thou my God and my refuge. I will no longer be sorrowful and grieved. I will be a happy and joyful being, O God. I will no longer be full of anxiety and let trouble harass me. I will not dwell on the pleasant things of life. O God, thou more friend to me than to myself. I dedicate myself to thee, O Lord. This prayer was revealed by Abdul Baha.
Well, that's the much we can take on tonight's package of the program. Shun corruption, imbibe the true teachings of religion to make the world a better place for all. Stay tuned till I come your way again, same time next week.
In a bombed out room in Belfast, a young boy is crying. He's alone and he don't understand how the teachings of one book, built on love and understanding, could cause the hurt and killing in his land. In an old part of Jerusalem, two children are playing. They run and laugh the way that it should be. But one will wear the star and one will wear the crescent. They'll grow up